It's November and the darkest period in Sweden just started, and I feel less energized and I have no will to go out of my bed. If you're also struggling without having no sunlight, in this video I will share my tips how to deal seasonal depression and this winter laziness. My name is Xenia and I'm living here in Sweden for 3 years, and I still can barely admit the fact that the sun goes down after 3 p.m. and I have no will to live the life after this time, because when I finish working day it's already dark, and when it's bright day outside it's not usually bright because I cannot see sun almost, because it's gray, it's cloudy, it's depressive. But I found some ways how to help cope with it, and I hope these tips will help you as well. So the first thing is your supplements, and this is my advice to you to take care of your vitamins, and probably if you can do, you can make checkup and check how good is your vitamin D level, because vitamin D is very essential and we can get it only with sun, I suppose. I'm not a doctor, so it's not like personal advice. Please be aware of what you're doing and ask your doctor. But for me, if I'm not taking vitamin D, it's like the life is horrible. But when I start consuming vitamin D, it's getting better, and sometimes you don't feel like vitamin D really does anything, but once you quit you will understand that you're more like oppressed, or I don't know, just you feel lazy, you feel like you're not in the mood. As far as I know, vitamin D consumption is recommended from October till April, so this is the months when you still don't have enough light, and from April till October you have enough sun, I suppose. What also works for me, not only vitamins but also food I consume. And here we're talking about nutritions, like I really want to make my dinner, my lunches, my breakfast really colorful, because outside it's so dark and gray almost all the time, so I really want to have something bright. And I really like the rule of making the plate of food look like a rainbow. So you have a lot of colors, not only, for instance, red, or not only green ones, but like red, yellow, green, purple, I don't know, like really what you can imagine, you can create in your plate. And this will be also very tasty, because I think we eat a lot with our eye. And you can also consume a lot of fruits, because it's the season of tangerines and any citrus, orange and stuff. And I think you also can make some teas, like aroma teas. You can make the puree of some cherries, or just like any berries or oranges again, and make a tea with it. It will be very nice and rich in flavor and scent. The other thing I really recommend you is to have some of the devices. For instance, last year I really struggled with winter and I ordered 2 devices. The first one is alarm clock with sunrise. I really like it. If you're waking up at 8 a.m. It will start to like light up the room 30 minutes before, and it goes from the dark red so to light like white color. And I think this is very helpful, because the hardest thing for me is to wake up to the darkness, because it feels like it's still the night and it's almost impossible to go out. Like, to go out because it's cold, it's dark, it's really unpleasant for me. And after I bought this alarm clock and after I start using it, I found out it's very helpful and I feel like more energized when I start waking up, and I also wake up less tired. So I think it actually helping me. And I also think in this alarm clock you can also have meditations or different sounds for alarm that are not like super noisy, but they use like bird song or sound of sea or rain, so it's very natural and I really recommend you this one. But the other thing is also a lamp, but not just an alarm. It's the lamp that called like lamp therapy, I suppose, or light therapy lamp, and you can easily find it on Amazon or any other store. And I think it's not very expensive. This one should cost about 40 euros, I suppose. I'm not sure, just check it. But this one is really recommended by science, as I understood, because using this lamp you need to use it close to your face, close to your eyes, but you shouldn't look directly with your eyes to this lamp because you know it's damage for your eyes sometimes. And it's also about consuming enough light for your eyes, and when your eyes like registers this light, it also get more awake, I suppose. So I used it the whole last year and I really found it useful, but you need to be very you need to make it as a habit. You need to use it almost every day, and I think it's better to use it in the first 2 hours or the first hour when you just woke up. And I use it, for instance, when I have breakfast, or if you're doing makeup, you also can like turn this light on and just do your makeup, read book or something. Or sometimes if I feel really sleepy during my working hours, I also use this light because it's so bright that it reminds me of sunny day. It sounds so sad, but yeah, and I think you can find some proofs that it works in science papers. Another topic is lifestyle, and here you really need to plan your social life, your activities, your meeting with friends. I think this is very important because, like, for me, my brain needs to know that I need to expect something nice, and it's not just the cozy evening, and for sure we need it. And I think winter and autumn is a season when like you need to relax, and during these seasons is usually less events than during summer, because during summer I always like every day I'm out, I'm in the town, I'm with my friends, and winter is nice time to be less social sometimes. But you need still have this connection with people, because if you're just all alone and you're sitting on your sofa for the whole week, for the whole month, you'll be tired of it. And I think sometimes we don't have energy when we don't do anything. But if you're super lazy and you just started doing something for like 5 minutes, then during this activity, during this process, you'll actually gain some energy and you will continue to do it. And I found it really useful because sometimes I feel, oh, what I really want is just to go and watch Netflix, for instance. And then I was like, okay, I'm doing 5 minute of, I don't know, making my room cleaner or filming YouTube. And then I was like, okay, 5 minutes was pretty nice and it wasn't very terrible, so I can go further. And I think during autumn and winter there are enough concerts and also theater, and you can go to museums, and you can like just ask your friends to go with you, so it will be social activities, and will be something that you're going to looking forward. But as I already said, it's important to stay at home sometimes, because your home is so cozy and outside can be very cold and very dark, and we really need this time to slow down. And I really find that my hobbies help me to cope with these dark nights. And what I do is usually it's knitting, or like watching YouTube, or making videos for YouTube, or drawing, or I don't know, like any embroidery, crocheting, or playing PlayStation, whatever. It really helps me because I have like plenty of hobbies, and I also play piano. Sometimes I'm studying to play piano, and I can mix it, I can combine, like I really based on what I really want to do now and what I have like capable of. And I just like, okay, this is a whole week and I'm doing my project knitting, and I watching TV series, anime, or just YouTube. And I think this is like very helpful, because during summer I wasn't on the like one place, so I walked a lot, I had a lot of sport activities, we also traveled, and I think, oh nice, I can be like only me, my knitting project, and so far this is very cool. And if you're struggling to stay at home, like you need to go somewhere, or you feel very depressed at your house, I think like invest more into making your home very cozy, very comfortable, to be the place where you like to stay. And it shouldn't be something very expensive. Sometimes it's lights or plants, or you can thrift anything in second hand, and I don't know, like make some drawings for yourself, place postcards or plants again. Yes, they're making everything so cozy and nice. And I really found like having a lot of bright colors, for instance, on my clothes, like this one. It's very bright, it's not gray, black, or dark, and it also lightened my mood, and I feel more energized when I wear it. And I have a lot of colorful clothes, but actually I think that in Sweden I really see a lot of dark black grayish clothes on like in stores. I'm not a fan of it, but I can understand, like the basics here are very good and they're fantastic, and the quality and so on, but sometimes I need something very colorful. And yeah, so I really recommend you to add any like bright colorful spots in your house if you also like it, or you can make it more, I don't know, like a lot of decorations can be warm and cozy if you're talking about autumn, for instance. And I have a lot of stuff like some puffy pumpkin, or some orange ducks, or I don't know, whatever, just any decoration that feels cozy for you and like warm in you. So I also think this is pretty well known fact. In Sweden there are a lot of candles, especially they're very popular during this dark time. People turn on lights, and not only like this ceiling light, but also people have a lot of lights and lamps that are not like main source of light, and I think this is very cozy, and I really appreciate seeing like these decorations at home. And also, if you're talking about candles, I think here candles never enough, and you can buy a lot of them, and there can be different colors, there can be different scent and so on. So find what you like, and really don't forget to light them up, because I for sure had candles before coming to Sweden, but I think here I started to romanticize it, so it's very like, it's my routine, it's my duty sometimes. If I'm start working and it's raining outside, so I will light my candles, and it feels more, you know, warming, and I feel more focused because it's my ritual. And if you like Sweden and Swedish culture, I also have a video about my life in Sweden and how Sweden affected my health. Thank you for watching. Puss puss.